In this video, we're talking about car seats for the 2016 and newer Toyota Tacoma. Now, this is the double cab model. The Tacoma is available in two different cab configurations. You can either get the double cab, which is front hinged, doors about the same size as what you got in the front, provides a lot more legroom in the back, and more space for a car seat. The access cab model of the Tacoma is about half the size. Split it down the middle here, change it to a rear hinge, front opening suicide door, and that's what you got with the access cab. Now, I previously had a 2006 access cab Tacoma and decided to make the jump to the double cab to better fit the car seats. The 2006 access cab model does come equipped with car seat clips, and so technically you can put it into the vehicle. However, I wasn't convinced that either of these car seats would actually fit in the back of the truck. And if you read the warning labels on the car seat, they're going to tell you don't install a car seat into the rear seat of a small extended cab pickup. And so we decided to make the jump to the double cab model for those reasons, give us more space in the back and a safer vehicle to be able to transport our child in. Now, what I want to do in this video is show you a quick install of both car seats in the Tacoma, give you an idea of how well they fit. You've got the infant car seat on the left here. This is designed to be installed rear facing only, and then you've got this car seat which can be used for an infant rear facing, and then once they get to that age where you can start going forward facing, you can flip it around and use in both directions. So it has a little bit longer lifespan, but you also can't carry it around like you can with the infant child seat, and so they're both good for different purposes. We have one in each vehicle at the moment. And we've got an Audi, and so we decided to go with a Recaro car seat. Kind of fits the look of the Audi. If you're a fan of Audis, you know that all the S models come with Recaro seats, and so we thought that was kind of fun. Eventually, if we have more kids, we'll probably have both of these car seats in the Audi, get something different for the Tacoma. So I'll take you through a quick install of both car seats in the rear of the double cab Tacoma, and give you an idea of what that fits like. Okay, so starting off with the infant child seat, we've got this positioned in the rear seat behind the passenger seat. What I did was I rolled the passenger seat forward all the way so that you had maximum capacity to fit it in the back, give you an idea of how much legroom it leaves you if you have the car seat positioned in this location. And so you can see here we've still got a little bit of a gap. We're going to be able to pull that seat back just a tad. So if we slide that back just till it's touching that car seat, gives you an idea of how much legroom you've got remaining here in the passenger seat. So you can see that I'm 5'10", so not real tall. You can see that with the car seat right behind me there, my knees are going to be touching right against the dashboard. It's not very comfortable. So you can see that if we take the car seat and we just slide it over here, you get a nice gap between the driver and the passenger seat, where I can now jump in. I can push it back to where it's actually comfortable. I've got adequate legroom, and you've still got the car seat fitting here just between the gap of the passenger and driver seat. And so it is possible to fit this car seat into the Tacoma. However, you're not going to want to put it on either the driver or the passenger side unless you're 5 foot tall, because you're not going to have a huge amount of legroom. So now we're doing the exact same comparison that we had with the infant child seat. We rolled the passenger seat all the way forward. We get the toddler seat positioned the way that it would be installed. And you can see you've actually got a little bit more of a gap than you had with the infant seat. The reason for that is that the infant seat sits quite a bit more horizontal, whereas the toddler seat sits a little bit more vertical, buys you some of that space. And so now if we take the seat, and we'll just do the same comparison, we'll just roll this back until it touches. And then we sit up here in the front. You can see it's still a tight fit. So we've still got our knees up against the dashboard here in the glove box. It's better than what you had in the infant child seat, but it's still not very comfortable. We actually tried to have it installed like this for the first few weeks after we had the baby, and just didn't really work. And so what we did was the same thing you saw with the infant child seat, where we pushed it over to the middle to allow this seat to be positioned where it's a little bit more comfortable. So obviously it's possible to fit that car seat in that location. It's not ideal. If we jump back here again and we just slide this over, you can see there's adequate spacing between the two car seats. or between the two seats for the car seat, to where it fits just fine. And so it'll work to try to put an infant seat in the middle here, toddler seat on this side, but it's not ideal for this passenger, just because it's not going to be real comfortable. Now if we flip the seat around, you'll find that obviously in the middle it works just fine. Actually, once you flip it around, you actually rotate this guy up. So that's one of the changes as they get a little older, is that it doesn't have to lay quite as horizontal. And so once they're older and you can face that up, you see that you've got quite a bit of space there in the middle to where it can be positioned forward facing. Likewise, if we roll this over, you still have quite a bit of leg room in there to where I could jump in, roll this back just a tad to where I do have a nice gap between my knees and the glove box. Nice and comfortable. And then looking in the back, you'll see that we've still got spacing here for their legs. And so it fits pretty well if you're forward facing. The challenge is when you're rear facing, it's not ideal. So that's an overview of fitting a car seat in a 2016 or newer Toyota Tacoma. Like I mentioned, it's not perfectly ideal. It does function, and I think there are a lot of benefits to going with the midsize truck that make it worth it for me to have a little bit tighter fit in the back of the truck for the car seats. But it gives you an idea if that's something you're concerned about. So that's an overview of fitting a car seat in a 2016 and newer Toyota Tacoma Double Cab. If you've got any comments or questions, leave them in the section below. For more videos of the 2016 and newer Tacoma, subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, thanks for watching.